Welcome back to Old War Stories with Uncle Jay. Have you ever heard the expression at work, "Oh, I guess you didn't get the memo"? Which, of course, is a pejorative term for, we're all doing this now, even though it's not official company policy or anything like that. Sometimes it is, but usually not. Anyways, so I was at the Wiz, and every morning we would have a morning meeting. I hated these damn morning meetings. They sucked. We had someone who became a manager, and man, did she get a fucking power trip. Now, I don't know if she was 20, 22, something like that. Her name was Carin Wilson. She was white. There are white people named Wilson for a last name. There are black people with Wilson as a last name. I've known white people and black people with Wilson as a last name, but I have not come across that as a last name for just about anybody in a really, really long time. Anyways, her name was Carin, but it wasn't Karen or Karin, which is like, well, alright, I guess it is Carin. It was Carin, like, oh, I'm Carin. Carin? Yeah, well, I care. Oh, so you're Carin. No, I'm Carin. No, you're Carin. Carin. And then if you're in the Midwest, Mary, Mary, and Mary all sound the same. But here, it's Mary, Mary, and Mary. Yes, you can say different words spelled differently. Anyhow, Carin Wilson. So here we are having this SmackDown meeting. Now, the Wiz had given us at one point Wiz shirts. The Best Buy has the blue shirts, and Staples has the red shirts or the red vest or something. And back in the day, there were Caldor, and they had to wear like a red vest kind of thing or stuff like that. And then the Walmart people with the blue vest and shit like that. These have gone on for years. So we had these Wiz shirts. They were dark blue, like an awful dark blue, darker than this, but not a navy blue. And they all faded over the years, and they only gave you like 3 of them. So if you're working 5 days a week, you had to do laundry during the middle of the week, because they were cheap, So anyway, they gave us these Wiz shirts, and you didn't have to wear a tie with them. They were buttoned down, and it said The Wiz, and it was embroidered, and there was a pocket in the shirt. At a certain time of the year, it was really cold in the Wiz. I was used to it being cold because my dad never put the fucking heat on in the house, and I don't know if the heat was broken or whatever, but as the store was open and a lot of people coming in and out all day, it was tolerable but chilly. And there was a guy, the manager of the music department, can't remember his name, but one day I was passing through there to get to the home office department where I worked, and the manager there said, "Man, it's so cold in here, my nipples are getting stiff." The managers wore a different shirt that didn't have the Wiz embroidered on it. It had something else. I said, "Oh yeah? Well, they got this embroidered shit on mine. Not only am mine stiff, but they're getting fucking aroused by the backing of that thing rubbing on it." So that was a little fun joke. Anyways, so anyway, back to this, the Wiz dress code. We wore these damn Wiz shirts, and I wore black slacks, black pants with it, and then, work shoes, dress shoes kind of thing, and that was that. One day, they said, "Okay, nobody can wear black pants anymore. You have to wear khaki." So now, of course, the State Farm commercial. "What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?" Khakis? Yeah. You know what? Khakis are khaki. they're all right, and there are a time and a place for them. But to see everybody in fucking khaki pants and a blue shirt, it looked much, much better with the blue and the black. Right? If you have a lighter color, like this doesn't go with that too well. You know, it's in the darker realm of colors. But they wanted khakis. And then one day, they changed it again. But I was off for 2 days, or 3 days. I was off for 3 days, actually. And here we are Sunday morning with this morning meeting, and Carin Wilson was saying, who knows what the Wiz dress code is? So I'm like, well, I know what it is, because I'm wearing it. Jason, like, yeah, you're a great example. And little did I know that I didn't get the memo that now we have to wear black pants again. So she said, what is the Wiz dress code? I said, well, basically I'm wearing it. The Wiz shirt and khaki pants. No, that's wrong. And I'm going to have to write you up and this and that and power trip and fuck you. I said, when did this take effect? She said, Thursday. I said, I was off Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We don't have work email. Nobody called me to tell me, so you will not be writing me up. So she didn't write me up. But she was pissed that nobody else was doing this. And there was another little stipulation with the dress code. You had to wear work shoes or dress shoes or something along that line. It didn't matter with the shoes. Oh, it did, actually, now that I remember. Black shoes, they had to be shiny as well. And you must be wearing black socks with those black shoes. People would wear Argyle socks. People would wear white. People would wear any color of the rainbow. You know, whatever worked, whatever was handy, whatever wasn't stinky. You know the deal. Whatever's available. And your pants pretty much cover it anyway, so who cares, you know? But no, had to be that way. And they were such bastards about it that they said, if you have some weird foot disease where you can only wear white socks, put black socks over them. They would change shit at the drop of a hat. And here's the fun part. They would say, oh, we're changing this. We're doing it this way instead now. And some people would get the memo. Some people wouldn't get the memo. But eventually, after a month or two, they would go back to the old way, which was working fine to start with. Gee, it's interesting that they went out of business. I wonder why. The Wiz dress code. And little did I know that I was going to be made an example of because Carin fucked up and never told me. Ooh, little fun fact. And I'm not done telling the Wiz stories by no means. Eventually, the Wiz was in a lot of financial trouble. We were bought out by our local cable company by the name of Cablevision, and time went on, and we knew the writing was on the wall that we were closing eventually, but they were dragging it out like Sears, but not to that extent. It only went like 2 years or so that they were dragging this out. Well, anyways, they announced that people were going to be downsizing the staff. They don't know who's going to be let go. And when they're let go, the rest of the people that still keep their job, which generally were the top sellers, will no longer make commission. Instead, they will make a flat rate pay no matter how much they sell or don't sell. That wasn't an incentive not to sell things, because they still did pay you for the extended warranties that they made a killing on that they never made good on, you know. But anyways, I came in one Sunday because I was off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I came in one Sunday, and they also would never have the schedule printed. So basically, I would come in Sunday at my regular time to find now that the new schedule is up and find what hours I'm working that week. We didn't have email or anything like that. So I come in, and interestingly, I'm not on the schedule anymore. And we have the morning meeting. Nobody says a word to me. And I go to my manager and I said, I just happened to notice, I don't know if there's a mistake or what, but my name is not on the schedule. Oh, yeah, you were let go. Is there a reason that maybe you didn't tell me this when I showed up? You have my phone number, you couldn't have called me? I don't understand. Well, here's the deal. You have to give us back your Wiz shirt and any other Wiz shirts you have, and turn in your name badge and turn in your other stuff, and that's it. And we'll pay you for today, the full day. I said, well, I get to leave early. And I knew I was going to be laid off eventually anyways. But to not even tell you you've been laid off. There was no pink slip or any of that shit. Nobody coming up and saying, you're fired, or you're laid off, or screw you, get the fuck out of here. None of that. Nope. Just laid off and nobody even friggin' knew. Unfucking believable. Again, I wonder why they went out of business. Thanks for watching this installment of Old War Stories with Uncle Jay. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.